Hello guys, welcome to episode 3 of Rise of the Exiles. It is me, Bad Jokes FM, back at you once again with a brand new video. And today I've got two games for you. We've got Cambridge at home and we've got Grimsby away. And recent results have been very good for us. We're unbeaten in the last 5 in the league. The last game you was with us for was the Millwall home game in the EFL Cup. And we've only lost 1 in the league since then, which has been really good for us. Like I say, we drew 1-1 with Luton, and then we drew 0-0 at Crewe. But since then, in the league, we've won 3 on the bounce, and we really should have beaten Swansea under 23s in the old checker trade nonsense, which is a really weird competition. Since when have group games gone to penalties, and since when has a cup team or cup competition told you that you have to play certain players who played in the last game? Really weird competition. But all that nonsense aside, the team for today's game is as follows. We've got Zabret in goal, who we've just brought in a few weeks ago, 21-year-old Slovenian. He's come in and he's done really well. He's looked really solid as compared to Day, who was just, oh my god, was he awful. And so I don't think he'll ever see the light of day again in our team. And then we've got Marek Cech, who some of you may remember from his time at West Brom a few years ago. He's a 33-year-old Slovakian, and this is only his second game for us, but he's looked quite solid in his debut. And then the rest of the defence is Bennett, Tozer and Rose. And then in midfield we've got Congolo and Randall in the centre of midfield, and then just behind Bird up top on his own we've got Bodjaz, Ambrose and Broadhead. And Broadhead, he has been trying to get some more games. I've not really been able to figure him into the team too much, because to be honest, one of the main rules of having to have only 5 loan players in your team, that kind of caught me out. And so all the amount of loan players I've signed, I've had to sort of kind of juggle them about. But this is the team that I've settled on for today, and let's hope that this is the team that can get us a bit of a result. Just got to sort out a shirt number for Patterson, 42. Yeah, that's another one who we've brought in, Martin Patterson. Just signed him this week because our main backup winger, Scott Rigg, he's got himself injured for 9 to 10 months, and I was sort of using him as our backup striker as well. And so we've had to sign Martin Patterson, and hopefully he'll get into the team in the next few weeks once he's got his fitness up. These are the formations for today. Both teams sort of looking quite attacking, I feel. And let's hope that we can be the ones to get a result. Cambridge have not started at all well. They are 23rd in the league. So I'm just going to say to the lads, we've been on a good run. And hopefully we can crack on and pick up another 3 points. As to start the game off, it's Bird back to Bodjaz, to Bennett, to Cech. He plays it forward to absolutely nobody. Doon heads it away. And it's Bodjaz again with the ball. And Holiday just picks it up there. Just not really too much happening here in the very early stages. And it's a corner for Cambridge. It's Mingala who crosses it in, but it gets knocked about, and Cambridge have taken a very early lead there. Bit of ping pong in the box there, and Adam McGurk with his first of the season, and that sees us drop down to 15th in the table. Still only early days. We haven't really been conceding too much in the last few games, and so let's just hope that we can carry on that trend and we can come back into this one. Be interesting to see this goal in the highlights in the 3D, just to see what exactly went wrong there. As Mingalo whipped the ball in, it got headed across by leg, I think it was. Randall tried to clear it, hits their man, and then McGurk just tucks it away. Hopefully that is not a sign of things to come going forward today. As just now 20 minutes gone, Randall with a free kick, hits their wall and bounces back. Randall hopefully will get onto it first, and yes he does. Randall back in our own half to Rose, lobs it forward, and Bird flicks it on to Bodjaz. And what can he do? He can draw a free kick. And so hopefully now this will be a chance to get our equaliser. Randall again with a free kick, and he goes for a shot, and it's over the bar. And again it's us on the attack. It does seem to be all us now. The game has calmed down. It's Bodjaz with the ball out wide to Cech. Cech to Randall. To Bodjaz. To Randall again. He plays it wide to Congolo, who plays it into Ambrose in a bit of space. Ambrose running at his man here, goes for the shot. Oh, and the keeper's parried it, but nobody quite quick enough to take advantage for us. That is a good sign. As you can see, possession, we are dominating, 61% of possession. We've had more shots. We've completed more passes. And so everything really, apart from the goal tally, is in our favour. As it is coming to half time, I am just going to tell the lads just to back up their ideas and to maybe try and attack these a bit more. As I think setting back against a team that has not really been doing well in the league is not the best course of action so far. Yes, show me something else. And most of the team are motivated. Randall's stressed, so I might look to take him off in the second half. As now it's Wharton to Clark for Cambridge. He's running inside with the ball. And Randall intercepts to Ambrose, to Bird. What can we do on the counter here? To Broadhead. Broadhead did get 2 in the last game, so I'm hoping he can step up here. As it's Ambrose, to Bojaz, to Congolo, Randall, Bojaz. And that hits our man Ambrose, and he just about recovers it, but it falls back to Cambridge. It's Broadhead now with a free kick, goes for the shot, it deflects behind for a corner. We really are dominating this game. We have literally had 2/3 of the possession, and we've had three times as many shots, so surely one's got to go in eventually. As Norris just runs out and claims the ball there. 50 minutes gone, and it's another free kick, Broadhead, who shoots and Norris saves. But that was a lot closer to the goal than what Randall's free kicks have been. And now 55 minutes gone, just starting now to think about making changes. It is all us. We do just, we do just need to get the 1 goal. I do believe once we get 1, we will go on and win it. It is just a case of breaking through that first time. Just going to let this highlight play out, and then I'm going to make some changes. Broadhead heads away, and it's out for a throw in for Cambridge. And yeah, just going to make a couple changes here now. Going to take Randall off, he's not really done too much and he's looking nervous. I'm going to bring in Josh Labadie, he's not really played too much, he has been injured. So I'm going to bring him on. And also Bird's not really done too much. So do I bring him on now? Or do I bring him off now, sorry, for Patterson for his debut? Yeah, I think I do, and I'll change him to a defensive forward, which appears to be his ideal role. And let's hope that with that we can at least get an equaliser. Patterson, I'm just going to say to him, no pressure, it's your first game. And he's not really taking much notice of that. And now let's hope for the next half hour we can strike 1 back. It's another corner for us. It's Czech with the ball whipped in. Finds its way over to the far post, but it gets heads away. It's Bojaz to Labadie, to Ambrose in a little bit of space, and he does equalise. Thierry Ambrose scores his first goal of the season for us, and that is a very good goal. And like I said, just get 1, and I think we can go on and win it now. And here we go in 3D. Bojaz to Labadie, into Ambrose in just a little bit of space, and that is all he needs, and we are level. And now that impetus has really got to be on us to go and nick the winner now. There's just 20 minutes left. It still seems like we are in complete control of the game. More shots on target, the vast majority of possession. And so hopefully in these last 5 minutes we can grab the winner. Mangala with a free kick there, but it just goes behind for a corner. And wow, look at that Crew Blackpool game. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but 4-3. What a game that'd be to have tickets for. And then we've got Dunk with the corner. And that is not really a slam dunk there, is it? As it goes behind for a goal kick for us. As it's them again with an attack. As Dunk again with the ball. And Broadhead, can he steal it back? Yes, he can. But what can he do with it? He's not really got any help. He finds Rose, who plays it out to absolutely nobody. There's Holiday there, who's got so much space, he might as well be on his holidays. And it's Mingala to Holiday, to Mingala. Mingala, what can he do with it? He's being challenged by Labadie, and he gets it back, and it's Ambrose to Bodjaz. Bodjaz to Patterson, and he can do nothing with it. He's still not really fit, and it's cleared by McGurk to Novakic. Out wide to Dunk. It's Dunk out wide to Novakic, inside to Novakic. Then it's Mingala. And he's out wide. He crosses the ball in, and it's Doon who was miles offside. So even if that had gone in, that would not have counted. And just 2 minutes left. 2 minutes of injury time. We've got one last attack. Can we steal the winner? Tozer heads it away, and Dunk gets it. And then to Mingaya, to Holiday, to Bennett, to Tozer. Come on, guys. One last chance. Come on, we deserve to win this game. We've been much the better side. Come on, surely we can get one last shot at goal here. Bennett to Ambrose. Oh, he doesn't do anything with it. And yeah, I think that's just how this game's going to fizzle out now. 20 seconds remaining. 1-1, not an awful result. It keeps us unbeaten, so that I'm happy with. I would not have wanted to play this game and lose to a team that's second last in the league. And Zabre with a long ball forward, and Patterson can't get onto it, but it finds its way to Bodjaz, to Labadie, and he plays it forward, but that is full time. 1-1, not an awful result. I'm quite happy with that. Our performance was good, and that's what I'm going to tell the players, that we was unlucky not to win, and only Czech seems motivated by that. And yeah, 1-1 leaves us 13th in the table after eight games, so that is pretty good. And I'll be back with you in a moment for the Grimsby game. See you in a moment. Hello guys, welcome back. Here we are ready for game 2 of today's episode, away at Grimsby. As you can see, the team is all completely unchanged. I thought we played quite well at the weekend, so I don't want to change too much. We was unlucky not to win, and so let's hope we can keep our 6-game unbeaten run going. And Grimsby there looking very, very defensive there. Might be something we can take advantage of. And yep, just going to say to the lads, we are on a good run, just keep it going. And yep, a few of them listen keenly, but nothing too much apart from that. And let's go. It's Bird from the start, to Ambrose with kick-off, to Czech, plays it forward, but just none of our men there. As it's them now on the attack, it's Yusuf, back to Summerfield, to Yusuf, and he tries playing it out wide, but it goes for our throw in. Very poor pass there from the lad. It's Grimsby early on with a corner. Yusuf knocks it in, and Boyce with a header goes over, thank God. And yeah, early on we are dominating possession, as I do like our teams to do. As Mills with a long throw in, but Zabret comes out and dominates his area. And Zabret, was he going to do anything with the ball? He lobs it forward, and Ambrose is going to try and get onto it. He can't. And so it's Grimsby again with the ball. Comley to Summerfield. And he's played it forward. Far too easy for Yusuf to get through there. But all he can do is hit the post, and what's Zabre done? How has Zabre not just picked that ball up? And for the second time in today's episode, we are down early. Be really interesting to see what happened there, because it was just a long shot that hits the post, and then Zabre just seems to look at the ball like it's a bomb, and he doesn't want to pick it up. Yusuf with a shot there, hits the post, comes out, and just as Zabre is just trying to recompose himself, Yusuf steals in and nicks the goal. Not a good start there for us. And now it's Randall on the attack for us. He gets headed away. Is Randall going to get onto that first? He should do, and he does. Crosses the ball in, but nothing happens there. Jones heads it away. It's Rose to Bird, and that is an awful, awful header. You would have thought that someone with a name like Bird would be better in the air. But oh my gosh, this has not been a good first half for us. Grimsby are 8th in the league, so they are a little bit higher. But from the way they started, we should not have been well, maybe we should have been behind, but not like this. And it's Mills to Yusuf, and he heads it over. Right, so 20 seconds now to half time. I think for the second time this episode, I'm going to rip into the lads and tell them just to get at this team. And I'm going to go passionately. Come on, boys, I know you can do much better. And again, they've not really paying much attention. You would have thought for a manager that's got him unbeaten in 6, they would be paying a bit more attention to us, but oh well. As now, at the start of the second half, it's Collins on the left-hand side, into Summerfield, back to Collins, to Summerfield, to Comley, and Randall just intercepts the ball there, and Rose, what can he do with it? He can play it forward to Bird, but Pearson nicks the ball far too easily. And really do need to get something back here soon. We'd like to keep our unbeaten run going, even if it is only another draw. And McCown comes out there and dominates his area, unfortunately for us. And McCown clears the ball to Cox. And Cox is past check far too easily, and it's 2-0. Oh, Cox with his first goal of the season. Oh my days. Just a long ball forward there to just beat all of us. And Cox, yeah, they're running at check. And yeah, not a good goal to concede there at all. Mills with another throw in. And our man Sabre comes in and dominates his area and collects the ball for us. And Sabre clears the ball forward, but I don't think Bird's going to get onto that. Or he does. And Broadhead plays it to Bojaz, to Ambrose, to Bird, to Bojaz, to Randall in a little bit of space. What can he do with the ball? He can try and play it to Ambrose, but Summerfield nicks him before him. And Yusuf, and again, Cox is through. Cox is through again, and just wide. I'm going to be making some changes here in a moment. Yeah, time now to make some changes and just to see if we can get any sort of improvement out of the lads. Ambrose, unfortunately, does look to be absolutely shattered. And so I'm going to take him off. I think I'm going to put Labadi in there. We haven't really got anyone on the bench who can play that attacking midfield role. And so I've gone with him. And I'm going to leave Bird on for the next 5-10 minutes. Just because Patterson just isn't really fit enough for a whole half an hour yet. And yep, Labadi, got faith in you. And hopefully he can do something. As Grimsby are making a couple of changes as well there. Both teams just trying to freshen up their sides. And we've dominated possession, which I've liked, but the little possession Grimsby have had, they have made the absolute most of. And it's Broadhead with a free kick for us, and wow, that was terrible. That was proper League 2 standard stuff there, wasn't it, lads? And yep, just going to bring Patterson on now. I'm going to leave him as a target man. Just because he didn't really do too much in the defensive forward role last time out. There's a lot more to come from him, and hopefully we can start seeing it now. As I'm going to go overload, and I'm going to go fluid. Just for the last 15 minutes, try and nick something back. It's Tozer to Congolo, to Bojaz, to Broadhead. In a little bit of space, what can he do? He can have a shot from absolutely nowhere near. And that was poor. 10 minutes left now. Very much doubt we're going to get anything out of this game. But still, we're not having an awful season. We're still sort of roundabouts where the media predicted we would be at the start of the season. And the board have said before this episode started that they are pleased with my management, so I'm hoping that I can at least keep us in a job till the end of the year. As it's Patterson with the ball out wide to check to Randall, to Bodjas, out wide to Rose, to Broadhead, out wide to Rose again. I would have liked an earlier cross in there, but Congolo gets the ball to Randall, to Labadi, to Bodjas in mountains of space. But again he has a shot from outside the box, and I'm not happy with that. As you can see, I've not got shoot on sight set, but I suppose the overload does sort of overwrite that. As 2 minutes left. Come on, can we just get one back, please? As Patterson with the ball to check. Come on, early cross, lad. Come on. Randall to Labadi, to Broadhead, to Rose. And he goes for the shot when I'd preferred him to go for the cross. And I think that is how this game's going to finish. With just 60 seconds remaining. Mukleon with the goal kick. It goes long. And Davies heads it out, and it's going to be our throw in. We've dominated possession. It's been quite an even game by the stats. 9 shots each, both 2 on target, both 7 off target. But Grimsby have had the 4 clear-cut chances, and that is what has won them the game today. As it's Cox running onto this ball now, but thankfully he can't make it free. As Zabre clears the ball, and it's Pearson to Randall. And he just left the ball there for Jones to mop up. And it's back to his other fella Jones. And that goes out. And that is end of the game. And end of our unbeaten streak. 2-0. A very even game. It was just they made the better chances. Maybe the 2 games in 4 or 5 days. I should have maybe rotated the team a bit more. That is something I'm going to think about in the future. I'm going to say the lads, don't look back and worry, we were just unlucky. Because as you can see, our players are really knackered. And so maybe that is something I can change going forward. And that's where I'm going to leave it today, lads. If you have enjoyed today's video, please leave me a thumbs up. And please feel free to subscribe to the channel. I am Bad Jokes FM. I am out.